I really love it when he does this. When he picks out all the bad color M&Ms and lets me eat only yellow ones. Last week, I talked a lot about the Kate Spade bag and then never actually showed you what it was, and a lot of you have wanted to see it. So here it is. There's the duck head umbrella I'm really excited about. Inside, there are lots of pockets. So there's a back pocket that fits, your standard piece of paper, a zipper pocket, and then this little front pocket where I'm keeping like my gate card to the office, a couple of pens. That's the Apple Pencil to go with the iPad. This MacBook case I got off of Amazon, and it is almost a perfect match in color, so that's really handy. So yeah, so it fits the iPad Pro, that's the big one, and then a little notebook, and the straps feel really sturdy. That's heavy, that's at least 25 pounds worth of stuff. Well, I don't know. Yeah, that weighs about as much as Remus, so maybe 20 pounds. The 17-inch MacBook is really heavy. But yeah, I really like it. I think it's super pretty, and I really like duck umbrella.
Also, to watch some movies. I took them to an apartment that a friend of mine.
So Remus is loving the new piece. I haven't made the bed yet, but I got this yesterday. So I had a bench that was upholstered, and that's a little bit of dust there. I should get that up. I had a bench that was upholstered here, but Remus kept putting his claws in it, and he's kind of destroyed it. So I wanted something that had storage, was maybe a little bit taller, and no fabric for him to prick. So I found this guy. I'm really pleased. I changed a couple of the knobs out to squirrels. And I haven't changed these guys out yet because I need to measure them, but he loves it. He's happy. So we are on day 1 of vacation, writing vacation once again. Everything is on paper. All I need to do is flush it out, change some stuff around, basically just kind of rewrite the last 4 chapters. But everything is on paper, so that's good news. So I ran up to Atlanta to run a couple of errands, and bless your heart, the little homeless man. I want to give them money. I really, really want to give them money and help them, and I try to always make eye contact and smile, because I watched a documentary once about the homeless population and how their biggest hurt, aside from all of the things that they need to live, the biggest hurt is feeling invisible, when people look right through them or right past them and don't acknowledge that they're even on the street. So I try to always make eye contact and smile. Of course, so many of them think when you do that, you're getting ready to give them money, and I never have cash to be able to give them money, so it's like a double-edged sword. It's like, what do you do? Anyway, from homeless to this. So I was just going through Tech's campus, because I like to get back on the interstate off of Spring Street in Atlanta, because it doesn't dump you on the interstate like some of the if you get on the connector at 10th Street, it just sort of spits you out. You don't have any time to like get speed or get merged or whatever. So I prefer to come down Spring Street, even though it takes longer to get onto the connector, because of the ease in which the infrastructure allows you to get over and in. Right, so I was going down through the Tech's campus or whatever, and a guy comes kind of gliding up beside me in the bike lane, and obviously not on a bike and not on a skateboard, because he wasn't really moving. And I noticed in his hand he had the little boosted board controller, and I was like, dude, what? So I rolled down my window. I was like, what's up, Casey Neistat? Of course, he's not really Casey, but I asked him if he was on a boosted board and if he was on the first or the second one, and like the second one is on the prototypes, and it was so neat. I've never seen one in person, and He looked like he was having the time of his life. Said it was the best way to get around in the city, and honestly, probably so. You know, you're quick in the heat. You don't have to expel any real energy except for that balance. Of course, you got to be focused and pay attention so you don't get squished. But yeah, I was really neat, and my camera is having a hard time going in and out of the tunnel, so I'm going to go ahead and go. But I just wanted to share that I saw a boosted board in real life. So that's Remus's spot for the week, and I have to say I'm pretty pleased about it because I can watch that really easily. So I changed the hardware and went for these guys. I found these at Hobby Lobby, interestingly enough. So rather than getting a pole, I just got 4 little guys. So I think they blend enough with the squirrels without being too obnoxious about it. But yeah, I am really pleased with that. I should put my shoes away. No, buddy. He's a hard little kitty life. Do you want second breakfast? So I'm at Mom's house, and you just saw her, I think she's like 19 or 20 years old. The 19 or 20-year-old cross-eyed Siamese of my mom's just leaves the room. I think she's satisfied that I'm not going to steal anything. So I'm hanging out in my old, that's serious. So I'm hanging out in my old bedroom at my mom's house, and I'm gonna do some writing and just spend some quality time with Dinah. My parents are out of town this weekend. They went down to the beach house to see my mom's sister who's in town for a convention. It's a lot of information for you that you really didn't need, but there it is. Right, so I'm gonna settle down and write for as long as I can stand it. And then pounce and treat the cat, and then go home and make dinner. Poor little ancient kitty. She's so small. Poor little baby. You've moved out onto the back porch. We're gonna watch the chipmunks and try to finish upgrading a couple of chapters. So it was a very interesting day. I found these guys in the Target, and I bought all that they had. I can't even tell you how excited I am about these. These are just like the honeybee one, the yellow jacket one that I have. So they're outstanding thermoses. They're Sit by Swell, and you find them at Target. So all their new patterns and stuff got out the past couple of weeks, and all the squirrels. Very excited. My friend Ashley sent me, she's doing fancy oil things, so she sent me a little sample of one to see if it can help my knees out. So we're gonna give that a try. I can smell it through the bottle, and Remus hates it, so that's a good sign so far. So I'm gonna rub that into my knees tomorrow morning and see if it does any good. Then my sister returned, I got my niece a couple of dresses. I sent her one size and it was too big, so I had to go back and send her the other size. So this is the first size that I sent that I need to return to Target. And she sent me back a little squishy squirrel. He feels so funny. I don't know what to do with him, but he's fantastic. I love him tremendously. Gonna check him out. Garage door's opening, which means Parrish is home, so I will read that later.
That one has 6.
Good God.
6 points, at least.
It's just so weird to see the boys hanging out together.
Yeah. Tall spikes and 6-pointer.
Nice. It's the first baby of the summer.
Oh, little spots.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, little thing.
She is not impressed with us, though. I really love a car wash. I can't help it. It's one of the things that I have loved since I was wee teeny. I love sitting in the car and watching all of the soapy water and whatnot. Just, oh, look at it. Look at it. How is that not satisfying? Tell me how that's not satisfying. I love it. I love it so much. It's a little D&D breakfast. So that was my week. Encourage each other with sweetness and light, and I will see you next Sunday.